Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Snags a quick pass on the left. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting long yardage in predictable situations.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Wants to throw. It's Sanders. He'll off one deep down the left side. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Noles will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. The Gators sending the offense back to work. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. This drive will open from the 15. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. This rivalry only dates back to the late 50s, but what it might lack in long-term history, it more than makes up for in disdain, guys.
And historically, this game really has meant a lot. You go back to the 90s, this was basically a de facto national championship game before the championship game. Remember, they played twice back in 1996, the year Danny Werfel won the Heisman Trophy, so this game always means a lot.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the Dome.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Using the quick game. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Sanders. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. The Seminoles will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Nestles it in at the 35. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on. And
gonna take a shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time. And the
Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Gators!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Reads it, fires complete. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Sanders. Snagged out of the air.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
The short hands, it's Lewis. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense working from the pistol. Wide receiver going in motion. Finds his tight end. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. And his throw is incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Parrish. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And how about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan? and make tackles. Nice job by that play.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Sanders. Pressure coming. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it inside the 30. Flying down the right side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Got his man on the right. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Sanders. Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Quickly to the tight end. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They're facing a 3rd down. Motion from the wideout. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They got to get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Oh, they're after him. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now.
And they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time, the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
Might be calling a hot route. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Gator! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Gators will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And the Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Lewis. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And the Noles will punt it away on 4th down.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything they're playing.
There he goes. Touchdown, Florida. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. And the Gators have chomped down, and they put a little distance between themselves and the Noles.
You know, both of these teams always have lots of speed, but it's the Gators. They look like the faster team pulling away here in the second half. Big plays offensively, and their defense is really flying around.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Looking to throw, it's Orlando. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Wide receivers everywhere. everywhere on 2nd and 6.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Gators with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got it. Not a big window, and that throw was money, and they've got it at the 30. The Gators look to keep this drive humming. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
This time it's complete. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Trying play action. Quick strike complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no 1st down.
It's complete to the right. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a 1st down like they did right there.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Wants to throw again. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Gators! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra 1st down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Let's go! From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Back to pass, it's Sanders. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Noles will send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great.
Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the the sticks with the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Loss on first down increased the degree of difficulty. Second and goal from the 8. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Just drives it between the uprights. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Bacon. Here's a hit. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Seminoles line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They try to pop a run on the draw. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Using his legs, it's Bettis. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Well, obviously this game has not been the best statistically of this guy's career so far, but the important thing is you win. And to do that, they need him to play really well here in the fourth quarter. They're going to keep giving him the football with the lead in this juncture. And this is where he needs to have his best runs of the game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. He slides that just inside the right upright. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass. It's Bacon. Rushes on him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Fires to the wideout. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Here's a throw downfield late. Snags it down the right side. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Key.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
They decline the penalty for pass interference, and they'll stand on the results of the play. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. To the air on 1st down. Got his man quickly. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do.